We're live. Happy Friday. I feel like getting to the end of each week has been a bit of an achievement. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. I also say I hope the stream quality will be okay. We have like a cyclone in the north of Western Australia, and it's not hitting my area. Like, I am safe, but we are getting some funky weather. A lot of rain, a lot of wind. There's meant to be some thunder rolling in soon. So I am hoping I'm coming through clear and well, because, we've got an unboxing to do today, guys. I'm super excited. And, as excited as I am to have the Batman Returns Deluxe, the drought is over. Hot Toys finally released a thing, and honestly, what better thing to release than the thing that no one wants? What is it? The Haze Fractal Suit Iron Man. It's such a Howie thing to do, right? We keep looking at the releases. We're wanting, where's Artisan Winter Soldier? Where's Mr. Freeze? Where's Artisan Harley Quinn? No, you guys can have a Fractal Iron Man suit. I know they're for someone. Someone's clearly buying them, but I'm like, of all the things you could have released to break the drought, 35 days, it's a long time between releases. I don't think that's very typical of Hot Toys in recent history, but the streak is broken. And, because this week was just full of highs, so much Star Wars, all the Star Wars in 60 seconds. I feel like I'm a bit rusty. Hopefully I'll be able to pull it off. And we got the tease for Daredevil Season 2, so that was a bit fun. I do like when they give us that early tease. I know there's a lot of people complaining that the Season 1 suit is not out as yet, but again, that feels like a very Hot Toys thing to do. So this is the world we live in. Howie Claus does not always make a lot of sense, and I think that's part of the reason we love him, right? He's an enigma wrapped in a riddle. But also, guys, finally, I've got my Batman Returns Deluxe. I was in Hong Kong when this released, so I've known for 5 months how amazing this looks. I finally got mine in. It arrived on Tuesday from Pop Culture, #not sponsored. So we'll unbox that. Fun fact, I've had the Studio Kelly Litz cape for like 2 months waiting to have the Batman Returns figure, and now I finally have it. It was slightly delayed, but that's okay. Delays are not denials, everyone. That's what I have to remind myself. So let's see who's here to hang out on this interesting Friday in Western Australia. We've got the Toy Collector. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday to you. Keith Lee's here as well. How you doing, Keith? Thanks for coming to hang out. We got Valkyrie Magnus. Good morning, Helen and friends. Good morning to you. We've got Historian at Work is back. Well, hello. Happy Friday from WonderCon. Oh, that's cool. Are you gonna meet any guests? What's going, like, what are you gonna do at the con? I've been to a couple of cons in America. It's funny, you'd think they'd be very similar around the world, but I did notice some differences between cons in the US and Australia. Gilbert's here. Hello, all. Another Friday, not much releases. Again, feels like deja vu. No, you got Fractal Iron Man. That should fulfill all your needs, Gilbert. Hope you're doing well. Hawk is here. Happy Friday, Saturday, fellow collectors. What's up? Still Friday, 10:08 p.m. on Friday for me. I'm hoping this stream finishes before Saturday. We'll see how we go. Keith says we don't need any stinking releases from Hot Toys to chat about figures. We don't. I think the past few weeks have been proof about that. I will always find something to talk about. Hopefully it's been interesting for people. I did notice, it's funny, Threadgate, I saw it jump up in my views for last week. It had been a little bit down, and I think the lack of newsy news does impact how much people watch the streams, but Threadgate brought the viewers, and we've got a Threadgate update, guys. I know you've been sitting on the edge of your seat, and who better to give a Threadgate update than me? So we'll get there. AJ's here, greeting Helen's and friends. Hope all is well. I'm good, AJ. Hope you are too. Hello, Shiros from Anthony Stanford. I'm assuming it's collective because of Shuri. Shuri gets a little bit crazy when it rains, because she loves to be outside. And when it rains, she can't patrol the backyard. and she gets a little bit upset. So who knows? Maybe we'll get a Shuri cameo today. Tiny Art Guys here. Hello. Hi, Helen. Loved your Greek Geek show with Costa this week. Also, which Batmobile is that you have behind you? Is it the Hot Toys latest one? I'm thinking of grabbing one. Thank you. I absolutely love doing 2 Greek Geeks with Costa. So we do that once a month. And the time flies. Like, seriously, we'll talk for a couple of hours. I'll be like, I feel like I've been talking to you for like 15 minutes. So yeah, thank you for watching. As I say, it's fun. And for me, it's nice to have another person to converse with and bounce off. And Costa has a lot of different perspectives and experience and whatnot. So yeah, I absolutely love chatting to him. So fun fact, I have the lights on in this room, which I don't typically do when I stream because I think it looks nicer, but because of the unboxing, I have them on. So apologies, it's a bit reflecting off the acrylic. So this is the Hot Toys 2.0 that came out in, for me, August 2024. So it's the 2.0 of the Hot Toys version, and I absolutely love it. I built this whole case for this vehicle. I have it with the diorama from the 89 2.0, but that figure is the DX9. And yeah, I love them. All my vehicles are Hot Toys. I have no intention of changing them. I know that question will come up. No, I'm not changing them. I'm happy with my tumblers. I'm happy with my 89. This is the horse I've backed. Austin's here. I'm very happy for you. Let's go. I'm happy for me too, finally. It's been a long wait. Hawk says, "Stay dry, Miss Helen. How are you?" I'm okay. I'm tired, a bit run down. Look at these bags. I don't like the lights on for that. I'm okay. Work's been hectic, but it should hopefully calm down now. So I just yeah, I'm looking forward to having the figure chat, the unboxing, and then this rain's going to be a wonderful excuse for me to stay at home. Oh, there's a bit of thunder happening. Stay at home and maybe I'll watch a movie. Maybe I'll watch a movie someone's recommended to me, not the Star Wars. Don't be recommending the Star Wars. That's not happening. Ace is here. Hello, Helen. As an Iron Man collector, it's just ridiculous at this point with all these fractal suits. Nobody's buying the fractal armors. Honestly, this is a cop-out. Look, I think that like Iron Man's huge in Asia, and I do think there are people that are like, I just collect Iron Man. I think they're the people buying this. They're definitely out there. I actually, the collector in Hong Kong that I bought Daredevil from, he's like, I just collect Iron Man and Spider-Man. That's it. And I was like, okay, fair enough. So it's not a big number. And I mean, they're doing 2,500, which is not a big run in and of itself, but there has to be people who wants them for them to keep doing it. As I said, it's definitely not me. Mike is here. Hey, everyone. Is Hot Toys taking an extended break? Still kind of feels slow on full announcements and releases. Look, I mean, we got 3 announcements this week and a tease. That's pretty good. Releases, yeah, still super slow. So hopefully pick up the pace, Howie. Come on. AJ says, I still need to open mine. It's been an odd week, including a thrown out back. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, AJ. Anything back related is very painful. So I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're getting some treatment and that you're going to feel better soon. Mine arrived like yours, AJ, with all the bubble wrap and the green tape. If you know, you know. If you've gotten a delivery from Pop Culture, I do love the way they wrap things. JB's here. Howdy, Helen and chat. Batman Returns. Woohoo. 100% woohoo. Austin says, I've been waiting for you to have this Batman Returns moment. Thank you. I'm excited that it's here. Hawk says, Box Watch. Unboxing day. Box Watch. That's Lumi saying, right? Dagito's here. Hiya, Helen. Hello to you. Thanks for dropping by. Tiny Guy says, great, thank you. Think the 2.0 will be the one for me, as the JazzInc one is a bit out of my league and cabinet size. Yeah, it's both. Like I've probably said this ad nauseum, so sorry for people who've heard me say this a lot. The JazzInc one was 3 times the price. And do I think it's 3 times better? No. Like, I'd seen the Hot Toys Batmobile in person. I'd long admired it. I'd hunted for it in the aftermarket. The prices were crazy. So as soon as Hot Toys 2.0'd it, I was like, I am not missing this a second time. I built this whole cabinet around that figure and pairing it with that diorama. And And the other one is huge. So will it fit? Maybe just. Do I think it's 3 times better? No, I personally don't. Like, I know people have the JazzInc one and love it, and that's awesome. You do you, guys. But I still laugh that you get people who... I did an unboxing video of my Batmobile, and there was definitely some JazzInc fans that felt the need to come into the comments and, oh, it's okay, but it's inaccurate. It's not really 6 scale and just dump on it. And I just don't understand that. And as I say, I really love the Hot Toys one. As I said, I've got an unboxing of that on my channel. I think it's really good. I'm really happy with it. I know Shuri's making little noises. I wish you guys could hear her. Can you see her in the corner? Oh, did you move? I was going to show people you, Shuri. I just don't understand. This is a dumping on someone who's excited, but also I don't feel the need to have like sound effects and smoke and magnificent tail. Thank you, Shuri. I just don't need some of that stuff. So this is for me. I'm like, and I didn't have to put the emblems on the wheel with double-sided tape. So that's also another vote for Hot Toys. You're gonna... Oh, she's out. Bye, Shuri. Austin says, I watched Batman Returns last night just to appreciate my figure even more. Oh, that's cool. I do like rewatching movies when I get figures to try to get some posing inspiration as well. Also, Batman Returns is a Christmas movie, so I do watch it every Christmas. Dreams and Visions is here sharing a bat. Well, bat to you too. Ben Hawk says, no, Hot Toys release great. Give us an opportunity to pay off pre-orders. He's got the JazzInc 68 Batmobile. Oh, you're getting the blue shaded Batmobile. I'll be keen to hear what you think of that and watch live streams such as yours, this Helen. Well, thank you. That's very kind. Deadpool Wetsuit is here. Hello, I made a live stream as I'm off work. Welcome. Happy Friday to you. AJ says, I seriously love their packing. Yeah, I do love the way pop culture packs stuff. When I sell figures, I literally take their approach of I just wrap the shipper in a bunch of bubble wrap with a bunch of tape and off it goes. So that is the approach I now take. Renz is here. Hello, Helen and chat. Hello to you, Renz. Happy Friday. Raymond's here. Good afternoon, Helen and everyone. Yes, I did get another figure in this week. This time the Dark Knight Armory 2.0. Oh, well, that's a good one. You always get good stuff. I'm keen to know, what do you think of that Bruce Wayne head sculpt? Because I'll be honest, and this probably sounds really weird. When I went to Secret Base, as cool as it is to go to Secret Base, the lighting in the cabinets is actually horrible. And where they had the Armory 2.0 Bruce Wayne, it had this really harsh light shining on half of the face. And even standing in front of it, I was like, I can't even get a good look at this sculpt. And I still feel really undecided about that Bruce Wayne head sculpt, to be honest. I'd be keen to know. But yeah, I've got the OG, so I stuck with that. But it's an awesome centerpiece to have. So that's brilliant. Congrats to you. We've got Ramstein fan. Howdy, Helen. I'm looking forward to your Batman Returns unboxing. So stoked for you. Hello, Shuri, wherever you are. Well, I mean, she was here momentarily. Hopefully she comes back. As I said, with the rain outside, she may come in and do some laps and then just be a bit of a ruckus. Who knows? Wave to Shuri. Hello, kitty friend. I know. She's so cute, isn't she, little Shuri? Sterling's Fine Artist here. Hello, Helen. Hello, chat. Well, hello to you. Happy Friday. Ace is saying, I have the 2. I have the Batman Returns 1.0 and it still holds up. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that. And I mean, even for me, like I've got with the 89, I've got the DX9 and the new one. I like different things about both. And I think the DX9 is probably a little bit undersized. So for me, in this sort of bigger cabinet where I've got, eventually want to have all the different Batmans from 89 to 97, that's where I've put the 2.0, and then the DX9 I've popped with the Batmobile itself. But yeah, I can understand that. I think the original one is still a really good figure. Hawk says, just saw yesterday, waitlist converted for my Batman Returns 2.0 and Luke Skywalker Dark Empire Artisan Edition. I saw someone, I'm probably going to say his name wrong. Is it E2 from Collector Base? Was saying that his She-Hulk waitlist converted. And I'm positive that figure came out in like the end of 2024 or very early 2025. I want to say late 2024. I'm like, it's like that's I just would have thought like after that point in time, you'd be like, nah, it's not happening. So dreams can come true from the old Sideshow waitlist. Raymond says the head sculpt of the Bruce Wayne in the armory is a bit tricky. Some angles it works, others makes it look a bit off and too old. Yeah, I have to say the I've got Power Pose Bruce, he's there. It looks better in person, but I still don't like it. I just, yeah, it looks like old Bruce Wayne who's had a bit too much time at the cosmetic clinic, if you know what I mean. So that's why I hope those Image Studio sculpts would have been a good upgrade. And I like the Image Studio sculpt. It being undersized, though, is absolutely heartbreaking because I think if that was not undersized, I would have considered maybe getting the paint touched up to make the skin tone match the figure. But given it's a bit small, I'm like, I kind of don't see the point. So I am on the hunt for something to go on Power Pose Bruce Wayne. We'll see. Collection Obsession is here. Hello, Helen. Well, hello to you. Hello to everyone. 36 people. 36 likes, I hope. That would be amazing. Hit the like button if you're here, folks. I'd appreciate it. Raymond says the Dark Knight Armory fits perfect in the Detolf, so really happy with it. I skipped the Rises Armory due to the height not fitting the Detolf. Yeah, there is a height difference between the two. And I understand that, like, being Detolf friendly, I think is really a big selling point for a lot of people. So, yeah, I never intended to get that Rises Armory, but now I have it. For me, it's a really nice companion piece to the camo tumbler. And I was lucky, like with my garage display case, it's like 2.1 meters tall. So I was able to kind of set the heights of the shelves where I needed them to accommodate my bulkier items. So yeah, but I know what it's like because I have a couple of Detolfs as well. And I remember I had Deadpool 2 and I wanted to put that backdrop that comes with him with the shelves, and it was just a bit too tall and it was a little bit annoying. So I totally can understand that. Before we dive into the newsy news, I would like to say thank you to my channel members. I appreciate you guys. We've got The Broke Collector, AJ Agrusa, Pop Culture Living Room, Kevin LaFranc, Aaron Broverman, Tijuana Mike, Keith Lee, Valkyrie Magnus, Miss Batwoman, Bob Dylan, Blue Tattoo, Winman42, Moose Stream, Anthony Stanfield, and Cousin Anthony Figure Posing Channel. And I'm going to have to update this next week. Ramstein Fan. Appreciate you. Ramstein Fan has also become a member of the Shiro Squad. And, you know, when someone joins on the stream, we give them a bit of applause. Appreciate you. That's very kind. There's a link in the description. It's a whole 99 cents US a month. I set the bar low because I think the perk is like a couple of Shuri videos. So, yeah, I definitely need to lift my game and do a bit more for my channel members. But I do, I have been thinking about, like, for my paid channel members, maybe doing some, like, giveaways just for you guys. So let me know. I'll probably do a post because I want to hear what you guys would like as far as perks. I want to try to add a bit of value. Thought I was already a member. My bad. No, as I say, I put no pressure on anyone. I kind of shocked I have this many people. I was reading the list right now going, oh, God, this is actually quite a few people. So I appreciate you guys so much. Guys, someone we don't appreciate is William Wang. Where is he? No one knows. Guys, we're getting closer to the 1-year anniversary of William's disappearance, and we will mark that. I'm thinking of maybe doing a little bit of a flashback of, like, the events that led up and all the drama as a bit of a refresher to the community. I don't know, but I definitely going to have some Tim Tams. Have some Tim Tams to celebrate. But as I say, the website's still up collecting pre-orders, so this PSA stays up. William Wang, One Man's Hobby. Not a person's wife. Oh, my goodness, what is happening, guys? This is so crazy. Tiny Art Guy has become a 6-scale Shiro channel member. That's very kind. And that applause, thank you. And then Ben Hawk as well. Far out, guys. This is amazing. Thank you. I'm really gonna have to update that banner before next week. So, guys, I appreciate it. That's incredibly kind. As I said, Shuri, where you been? Yeah, but they can't hear you when you just meow to me. We've got some new channel members. I'm pretty sure they signed up because of you, Bubs. Because you're super cute. You should add Deadpool on it like in the movie where he's looking for Francis. Oh, I should actually get a bit more creative with this. I could do a little bit of fun with the old Where's Wang graphic each week. You should do a Where is Wang in 60 seconds. I mean, there's theories, but we shall see. Shuri, where are you going? Oh, Shuri. She's an enigma like Howie. Miss Batwoman's here. Happy Friday, Helen, Shuri, and everyone. Miss Batwoman, hello. There was a brief moment of tail earlier. I'm hoping we get a bit of Shuri this week. As I say, because it's raining outside, I know she's going to get a little bit stir crazy. So who knows what she might do today. But hopefully she graces us with her presence. She's come in and meowed at me a few times. You're back. Are you going to say hello? We got people. They want to see you. Did you know that? You're going to come up? No. You're going to think about it. Okay. You want an appearance fee? Gee, that's a bit cheeky. It's a bit cheeky. Ramstein fan says, Shuri, I don't know. Oh, there, look, tail, look. Oh, magnificent tail. Who on earth is this guy? So William Wang was a reseller based in Australia. Super fun fact. He was around for a few years, had a Facebook group, and a lot of people would buy hot toys, statues, even display cabinets from him. And he was reliable for a few years and then started disappearing for short periods of time, and then just pretty much disappeared permanently. And at first, a lot of people were defending the guy and going, oh, that's just Will. He goes on breaks. Everyone calm down. And he would. And I never liked the fact that he would just disappear for a week or two and never just post in his group to go, hey, guys, I'm off on holiday. Be back then. Because in today's day and age, it takes 2 seconds to communicate. So there'd be more breaks, but then literally the guy just went missing last year. Some people got refunds. A lot of people didn't. Not many people have spoken out about it in the community, which still upsets me. But I know there's, I think his name is Samuel. He's got a French YouTube channel. I think he's Virtual Devil. He had something like $10,000 US and like statue pre-orders paid to William. Because a lot of people had set up payment plans and then the guys like ghosted them, disappeared. Apparently he's moved to Hong Kong or China. There's all these rumors, but no one's seen or heard from him since the 11th of May. And even before that, he'd like pop up in like, let's say March, post something to like calm people down and then disappear again for another month. So I had done some bigger updates in the early stages of 2025, but I have just kept this PSA up because I would see posts on Reddit or on Facebook going, oh, hey, One Man's Hobby / William Wang, is that like a good place to buy from? No. And even JazzInc said how he's defaulted on his payments for the Catwoman figure. And I know there's Australian collectors that pre-ordered the JazzInc Catwoman with William. And JazzInc has been very gracious in saying to them, look, if you can provide proof of deposit, we will honor your pre-order and transfer it directly to us. Because I don't think William's getting the stock, let alone going to deliver the figures. So it's a very long story. But as I said, I've been really surprised that there's a lot of bigger YouTubers than me that have bought from William and yet not felt the need to just give people a PSA. And it doesn't sit well with me. And this happened really not long after Toys Wonderland. And I know there's a lot of people who started buying from William after the whole Toys Wonderland fiasco, and I just hate that people have paid a whole bunch of money and not gotten figures and whatnot. So again, because his website's still up, and I feel like other figures have been added since he's disappeared. So something's up and I don't like it. So hence, I just warn people that this is not a place I would suggest you buy from. So I just try to keep people's eyes open. Is she on the windowsill watching the rain? I have to like close the window because the rain comes in. Oh, sure. So she gets doubly upset because her window access is restricted, but she wants to be outside. So she's running around the room telling me all about her woes. I wish I could mic her up so you could hear her. Yes, we see her tail. It's very cute. I see a tail. At least we got the magnificent tail. The Broke Collector's here. Hey, Helen, I finally found an artisan, Natasha Romanoff. Should be here next week. So excited. That's amazing. Where did you end up getting it from, the Broke Collector? It's fantastic. I hope you love it because I absolutely love mine. I think it's a great figure. One man's Robbie. Well, I mean, that's yeah. Is he still putting up new pre-orders? That's my thing, Earth Collector. When I've looked on that website a couple of times, I have seen figures up there that I was like, I'm pretty sure that went up for pre-order after you disappeared. So I'm a bit sus. And even there was word of him popping up with a business partner. I don't know. If I hear anything, I'll update you guys. But this is where I keep saying to people that if a new store pops up and you have never heard of them, like, do your due diligence. Don't just pre-order from random places. Like, I know for me, I stick to a handful of trusted businesses, and I'm really not looking to stray from those. Hawk says communication is the key to success, a veil of honesty. Yeah, 100%. 100%. You got it on Makari. Oh, interesting. That's cool. I'm so happy you found Natasha. The Rooster is here. Hey, Shiro, unboxed my Batman Returns on Thursday. It's a decent figure. Thankfully, no suit peeling that I can see. Great accessories. Awesome Keaton scan. The only thing I can't unsee, which is the eye holes in the cowl aren't correctly shaped according to the actual costume. V1 was more accurate. However, this is a fantastic sculpt too. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, I don't study the suits like that. If it looks okay to me, I'm gonna be happy. So yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait to open Batsy. I hope mine's in good condition too. AJ says someone was asking about a site that had EXO 6 figures for like $30. It's just like, no, just no. No one will sell any 6-scale figure for 90% off. This is what gets me. Like, and people who are like, oh, is it okay to pre-order on eBay? I'm like, no, it's not. It's not. Like, this is where I say, like, in Facebook, like, group search is your friend. Same on Reddit. And then I laugh, and then I saw a post in Collector's Base like a couple weeks ago where, like, some guy was all, like, nervous about ordering from Kit, and when people were like, it's fine, just, like, follow the rules. What rules? Give me examples. Oh, this guy sounds dodgy. It's like, he's probably one of the most reliable people you can buy from. Seriously. So yeah, I think for me, it's pretty much pop culture, Kit, Giant Toy. They're kind of like the big three for me. So when are you going to open up the GOAT? After the newsy news. After the newsy news. The secondhand 1/6 community is almost non-existent. No one is buying. Yeah, it's a hard thing to sell figures on the secondhand market. That's why I try to be really selective with what I pre-order, because I don't enjoy the dance of selling, but also how long it takes, how much lowballing you get. I don't have time for it. Anyway, moving on from Where's Wang. Guys, Threadgate. I'm so delighted to let you know that Threadgate has been resolved. So let's take a moment to applaud. So, after originally saying we cannot do thinner thread based on feedback, on the production version of the battle damaged Catwoman suit, we were able to do thinner threads. We have to put on the battle damaged suit very carefully. It took 3 times longer than the regular suit, but once it was put on, the durability is good. So you're getting the thinner threads, guys. Amazing. Delighted. We also got an update, and I saw some of my peeps in the comments. I saw Katya. I saw Raymond. Can we see a head sculpt? Bless your little hearts. I loved it. People asking the question, and I love to see it. So then we got this Catwoman production update. Test shots of the gloves, boots, and claws. An unprecedented 10 parts on each head sculpt, and of course, the unprecedented detail on the battle damage suit. I'm going to add unprecedented to the list along with accurate, correct, all the Yoast favorite buzzwords. And y'all had some comments about the head sculpt as well, and I was vibing with them, I have to say, because when I look at this head sculpt, first of all, this picture with these parts, it's a bit nightmare-inducing, but I have questions. Like, I understand where Yoast has said it adds more depth to the sculpt, but after the parts are glued in, like, how durable is this? Like, is the sculpt then filled with resin, plastic? I don't even know. Because I do go, I hope it's not hollow. I hope it's not a situation where I can pop out a chunk of her eye. I don't want to have to be gluing back in chunks of eyes. And it was also interesting because there was also some conversation about the silicone body and being unpainted. It shouldn't be. I think this is what you're getting. I personally have to say I went with the clean Catwoman, and I'm very glad that I did. I worry about that with posing, to be honest, and that stitching coming loose. So I'm very happy I went for the clean version. But as I say, you guys, I saw some comments that I really resonated with. And I covered the people's names because it's a private group. So I'm respecting their privacy, although I then didn't delete one of the things. Apologies. I'm looking forward to the painted pics. I'm not really liking all the puzzle pieces to the faceplates. We'll see. Why would these pieces bother you? I mean, dude, I know for me, I looked at it and I went, how durable is this going to be? And I think some good points. I hope they fit snugly and the seam lines aren't so apparent. This reminds me too much of old snap-together models I had as a kid. Plus, I think it's easier to replace a head sculpt rather than these smaller pieces. I just wasn't expecting a puzzle when I pre-ordered. What you originally showed was perfection. As I said, I just have questions because I'm like going, once the parts are connected, as I said, is the sculpt filled with something to keep them in place? I don't know. Then I love this one. Shout out. I know who posted this, and I appreciate you. As July slowly approaches us, when will we start to see the final head sculpt for the 92 Catwoman? Surely you would have one final prototype for both the clean and battle damage ready at this stage so we can see what the finished product will look like in hand. I've ordered both and they need to be paid in full very soon. I would personally like to see it, as no doubt we would all be given, how amazing the 3D renders looked. The figure has been in production for almost a year and we haven't seen any progress photos, videos in regards to the head sculpt, only the body. We haven't seen one final head sculpt, and July is just around the corner. So when will we be seeing them anytime soon? And will they be starting to ship by July, as you've mentioned? Not trying to be rude in any way or overstep. The cost of these figures isn't cheap. And to be honest, I would really like to see what we're going to get in hand. Yoast is saying we'll have full final production version of 92 Catwoman in April. April is next week. And she will be shown at SDCC 26, of course. I'm still feeling a bit dubious about we're getting her in July. I know people ask the question about, as I said, the sculpt. And Yoast and Sean Dabbs were in there. No, this is normal. This is where it should be. We're at the 27th of March and you're not painting head sculpts. And you've got, last I heard, 5,000 Catwoman figures. And think of how many sculpts there are. because the DX versions had, what, 3 each? So I've got to think it's about 10,000 head sculpts. So you're telling me 10,000 head sculpts are going to be like jigsawed together and painted and rooted hair and all that in a month to show us and be out the door by July? Amazing if it's true, but as I say, I have doubts and I'd rather wait longer to get it perfect. But as I say, I'm just looking at this head sculpt going, like, is it coming with the blue tack? Like, what am I looking at here? Like, as I say, this, I had more questions because if it's hollow, it can't be hollow because then how's it connecting to the neck? But then is it got rolling eyes? I feel like it got changed to have rolling eyes, didn't it? I have so many questions about this. So many questions. Hot Toys Collector says, I'm a little tired of JazzInc, almost 2 years at pre-order, no progress. I hope to see the final product at SDCC. Well, I always say I think they totally jumped the gun on the pre-orders because of the Eternal Toys Catwoman, which, anyway. Rooster says, what did you order from JazzInc? 92 releases, Shiro, and why? So I'm a little bit annoyed at myself, Rooster, because I pre-ordered the clean DX Catwoman. Why am I annoyed? Because I feel like I got FOMO ordered because we were told the pre-orders were closing in November 2024. The pre-orders are still open. And this was meant to come out in Q4 last year. The delays happen, but for as much as there's communication from JazzInc, I feel like they've never made formal announcements to say it's delayed and this is where we expect it. I feel like you've got to study the group and follow the comments and watch all the live streams. Like, give us an official update. Like, you have this group, you've got a YouTube channel. Tell us. It takes 2 seconds. Guys, it's now looking like this date. So I got the clean DX. In hindsight, I wish I hadn't pre-ordered as early as I did. I also, in hindsight, don't know that I would have gotten the DX again. I don't know that I need all these Lego head sculpts. So I really, because I'm building out my 89 to 97 collection, I really want Catwoman and Penguin. But I'm not pre-ordering anything else figure-wise from them until I see some production photos. So Penguin, I have not pre-ordered and I won't till I see what this turns out like because the NRDs are pretty steep. The pricing is very steep for a company that's not really produced anything figure-wise. So as I say, I've got Catwoman and we'll see. Whether I get the Penguin depends on how the Catwoman, I need to see what the Catwoman turns around. Rooster also says, I'm worried about the power stance for Catwoman. Posing with legs further apart over long periods of time may ruin the leather around the midsection. I'm not sure that it is leather, and I wish I had a picture of this, but like the corset and the boots being what looks like a solid plastic. How is that going to work? Like, is that going to cause issue rubbing against the suit? Like, with the corset, it felt like there was gaps between the corset and the suit. I don't know. Like, I'm going, like, a solid molded boot can't be what they're going with because then it's going to have no flexibility to it. Like, how do you do a walking pose if it's like this solid boot? So I'm hoping that's not the actual material they're going to use. As I say, when they post these updates, and I know some people love the updates, but for me, I feel like they generate more questions than answers. And maybe it is just me. Hot Toys Collector says, next week, the Knight Rider will be up for pre-order. I won't pre-order it to the final product when the pre-order will close. Well, this is what gets me. Like, all these vehicles go up for pre-order based on, like, a render. Like, people pre-ordered that tumbler based on a render. I don't understand. Ace says, would not trust JazzInc due to their history of bad QC, even on their vehicles. I'd probably trust Inner more than JazzInc. Ramstein fan says, Kit is amazing. I've been with him since 2015. There's always outstanding service and communication. Yeah, and it's funny because I feel like his rules are very reasonable. And I know for me, I had an issue where I actually lost a part to a figure. And I messaged him. I said, Kit, full disclosure, I've lost this part. I can't find it. Could I buy a replacement? Is there any choice this is possible? And he went, leave it with me. And then in my next order, he gave me a replacement part. So I'm going, people want to go, oh, he's this and that. I think if you don't ask the questions that he can't answer, which is fair enough. You don't then ask for a refund on your NRD. The N stands for non. I think it's fine. As I say, the few times I've needed customer service, I've been super happy with Kit. So these people who have grievances often want to break the rules or have, I think trying to do something shonky. So I don't blame it. But I think the thing that gets me as well is having been to Hong Kong, I understand that customer service there is very different to what you would get in the US or even Australia. They don't want to answer a lot of questions. So I think there's also a cultural element that unless you've been to Hong Kong, as I say, when I went there and I experienced a couple of things in like restaurants, I was like, oh, this is not Kit. This is like a cultural thing in Hong Kong. So as I said, I've never had a problem with him, and I think it's just you're not getting US hustling for tips service, and I think that's fine. Ramstein fan says, there are just a bunch of whiners in this community. I'm so happy to see the treatment they get. Look, there's definitely some picky people. Probably a cylinder tube, I don't know the right term, that connects to the neck peg. Maybe, I don't know. As I say, I'm so interested to see how this head sculpt actually is. Ramstein fan is looking forward to Kit. I imagine a lot of people are. 66 Catwoman using the same body as Pfeiffer for JazzInc. Really? Because it's funny, they did a custom body for this one, and given I think they got to 13 or 14 iterations, I did wonder if they're going to continue with that approach or not. Austin says, this is ridiculous. It's been months and still nothing. Well, months and very little, I would say. But apparently it's all on track. Erman's here. Sister, brother, how are you? Happy Friday. Rooster says, I'm keeping the faith with JazzInc on Catwoman. Better late than never. If anyone here knows Lim Toys who've done Metal Gear, Last of Us, Uncharted, they're fantastic third-party releases. I mean, this is not third-party, and I don't know the price of Lim Toys, but I'm going to guess it's not up there with the JazzInc ones, so we shall see. Ben says, Helen, I checked the JazzInc site regarding the rolling eye, which will be implemented on all the... So, okay, it is, because at first it wasn't. So how's it going to work? Because the eyes sometimes pop out of the Hot Toys ones, and that's like a solid sculpt. I just hope it's durable. That's all I'm going to say. I hope it's durable. Raymond says, never had a problem with Kit, even with a few cancellations on my part. Never had a problem. I always assume NRD is gone and never asked to get it back. And I think that's the thing. I think it's people who go, oh, hey, I know it's non-refundable, but can I refund it? Or can I get store credit? It's like, that's not how it works, dude. Like, he's ordered this based on you paying a deposit and saying you will buy it. He's still got to then take that stock on board and then hope he sells it. And maybe he doesn't, maybe he doesn't, because Kit has put a lot of figures discounted, even like some in-art figures and Hot Toys figures, which is not typical. So this is where I'm like, the guy takes a hit when people bail on stuff. So him keeping like a $20 NRD, I'm like, fair play. Also lost package for in-art. Legolas got a full refund without issue. Yeah, I had a Topo set that got stuck in Francis got the popcorn out. Got stuck in limbo for a few weeks. And I emailed him just to go, hey, like, do you know what's happening? And it wasn't like a meh. I thought he'd just get me an update. And he went, this is taking too long. I'll send you another one. So as I say, I feel like if you're not bugging the guy, when's this coming out? This is delayed. Like, that's the 6-scale game. Like, nothing, very few things are on time. And he's not manufacturing to tell you when it's coming. So as I say, I think his rules are very reasonable. Ramstein fan says, this Catwoman has been a minute. Hopefully we'll see something good for final product. I mean, April. This is what we're being told. We will have a full production version in April. Well, April's around the corner, man. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I understand the limb toys were delayed, but I also think pricing comes into it a little bit as well. Collector's got to stop giving Yost a pass. It's unacceptable. He keeps moving the goalpost, says Austin. I think my thing is just being clearer on the comms. Like, as I said, I don't think you should have to hunt in comments or watch all the streams to understand what's happening with your product. Raymond says, love the progress images for Catwoman. We never get this progress from Hot Toys, so I just regard it as bonus info. We'll see the final production piece next month, so I hope it's great. And as I said, this is why for me, I feel like it's a fine line because, as I say, some of these pictures raise more questions, and that's like do you want to know how it's made? And I'm like, I kind of do, but then I'm also like, maybe too much info is not a good thing. NRD, what does that stand for? I mean, that feels like the kind of reply people would give Kit, and then they go in his group and meh, and I'm like, the policies are on his website, and I'm pretty sure when you order, you tick to say, I have read and understood the policies. If you've not read them, that's a you problem, not a Kit problem. Widman's here, hello. I sadly had to cancel Return of the Jedi Vader from Sideshow earlier this year, and they gave me back my NRD and my first payment, and I never asked for that. I got lucky, but the contract states non-refundable. Yeah, I mean, that is lucky. I think I've had people say that if a figure is delayed, you can get a refund from Sideshow. With Pop Culture, I find that they will typically let you transfer your pre-order deposit onto another figure. So I've been quite lucky there when I've had a few things that I've changed my mind on. I've been able to contact them, and then they've just moved the deposit onto something else. So I'm appreciative of that. Kit and Sideshow are in the never again baskets for me. Each to their own. My issue with NRD is if the vendor defaults, e.g. vanishes, years of delay. I mean, yeah, and that's the thing, because I think sometimes the stores are waiting for confirmation. Like, I mean, the RCN John Wick head sculpts. Like, I don't think I'm ever getting that. Who knows? Yeah, if it's delayed, Sideshow will refund it, or if you do it in the first 24 hours. That's pretty reasonable. Pop Culture flexible, but last resort for local sourcing in Australia. For me, they're 6 months behind Hong Kong stock-wise. As I say, each to their own. I get my stuff from Pop Culture because I want the customer service if there's a problem. So I can wait. So, guys, Star Wars in 60 seconds. I'm a bit out of practice with the Star Wars in 60 seconds. I don't know how this is going to go. Tijuana Mike, hello. It's been a while. Happy Friday to you. Lovely to see you in the chat. And you've come at the best time. This is the peak part of the stream. It's all going to go downhill after 60 seconds. Star Wars in 60 seconds. Let me take a moment before the Star Wars in 60 seconds. 1 second, guys. I hope you hit the like button while I was away. Renz is hyped. And here we go. Yes, for Star Wars in 60 seconds. I mean, who else would you want to get news about the Star Wars from then me. Who else? No one. That's who. Winman says there's an NRD for a reason. If everyone who ordered actually paid for the figures when they shipped, there would be no need. Wait lists exist because lots of folk cancel last minute. Some are good reasons. 100%. I get it. I totally get it. But yeah, as I said, I know with a smaller place like Kit, as I say, he's taking on that burden then of that stock. So I can see both sides. Rooster, what customer service have they provided for you in the past when you've had a problem? Well, I haven't had a problem, thankfully, but I have heard from other collectors if they've received something damaged, there's been a problem with the figure, they have helped with it. So this is the thing, though, right? There's recourse with Pop Culture because they're an official distributor. If you buy from random person in Hong Kong who's just bought it from Hot Toys and then they're reselling it, if you've got a problem, you're on your own. They're not giving you that, oh, hey, my artisan head sculpt has glue issue. You're not getting help from Hong Kong reseller. You're going to get help from a sideshow or you're going to get help from a Pop Culture. And that's why I buy from them. I haven't needed it, and touch wood, I hope I don't. But as I say, I've seen the experiences from other people that have had problems. They've gotten help. I've seen people who have bought stuff from Hong Kong resellers, and there's problems. And honestly, as well, I prefer to get figures that are a later batch because those first batch figures sometimes have QC issues that get fixed with the later batches. So it's another reason I'm happy to wait. Tiny Art Guy says, oh my, he's so cute. And as much as I want him as a 55-year-old man, it feels weird to buy something like this, is it? I mean, you're amongst friends. I don't think anybody's going to talk you out of buying Grogu. Why would you? We've got the popcorn. I thought it was going to be 60 seconds of silence. I mean, maybe I'll keep that up my sleeve for next time. Here we 60. This is much better. All right. Guys, Star Wars in 60 seconds. Like, it's been a while. I'm worried I'm going to be rusty. When was the last Star Wars in 60 seconds? I don't even know. But guys, 1 minute on the timer. I've got to center myself. I've got to do the blessings. I've got to... Star Wars in 60 seconds. Let's go. Let's do this and get over and done with. The company that gave you Grogu in a bag you can wear this year is giving you Grogu with his own bag. And honestly, I think this is the ultimate flex for any Star Wars fan. You can wear Grogu in a bag who has his own bag. What a time to be alive. What is not a flex, however, is exposed man boobs in the workforce. I don't know what happens in this Star Wars galaxy, but this gentleman appears to be doing some kind of welding activity. And this lack of a shirt is not only unsafe, but it's a human resources violation. And I have to hope the reason Grogu has a bag is because he's carrying a shirt that he's going to force this man to wear. And call me Karen because I want to speak to the manager. And I can only hope that Mandalorian means human resources manager in Star Wars. And I'm hoping this is the HR manager. He's flying in with Grogu with the shirt to stop this violation of exposed man boobs. Because if anybody can handle a delicate conversation like telling someone to cover their man boobs, it's sweet daddy Pedro. $2026. I don't want to see man boobs in the workplace. I'm getting some laughs. It's been a while. HR violation. It is a HR violation. The guy's welding. Where's the personal protective equipment? I've worked in mining. There should be no man boobs on display. I'm sorry. There shouldn't be. Take that. I don't even know how to say it. Anzellan? to HR now. 1000%. He needs to be written up. Natalie Harris is here. Afternoon, Helen. Hope you're well and having a good day. Bet you're chuffed your Batman Returns has come. You'll love it. Oh, Natalie. He's right here. I'm so excited. Finally. I've had the cape for him, the custom cape for months, and now I finally have Batsy. I'm so excited. Even Pedro looks disgusting because he's like, how many times do I have to tell this dude to wear a shirt in the workplace? I hear you, Pedro. It's not easy being the HR manager. The Anzellan, is that how you say it? Looks like Martin Scorsese. I don't know. But guys, Star Wars in 60 seconds. What a treat. We always enjoy it. Hopefully I wasn't too rusty. Who did you get the cape from? I got Studio Kelly Litz cape from 1/6 Kit. I got the Jackson cape for the 89 2.0, and there was things I liked and didn't like about it. And the Kelly Litz one was cheaper and a shorter weight, and I had heard really good things about their capes. So I thought I'd get that one for the returns, and I'll see how I go. Ace says Mando release is a bit late as people have moved on from this show. Let's move on to the unboxing. We'll get there. It's okay. It's okay. No one should be exposed to Pedro's moves. Well, I mean, Pedro's not the problem. Pedro's not the one exposing the moves. It's that, I don't know, what is he, a metal worker? I don't even know what he is. Austin says Kelly Studios make great capes. That's what I've heard. So I'm looking forward to seeing this one. Guys, talk about wanting to speak to the manager. Howard Chan, what is this? You starve us of releases for 35 days and then you give us this. And as I said, I know this is for some people. I don't think it's for many people. Iron Man Mark IV Haze Fractal Armor announced and released today. 2,500 pieces. I don't know. Definitely not one for me. We've got that. This is the one of the promo images. Then we got the blogger images. I don't know. It does nothing for me. As I say, I'm just recapping the newsy news. This was a thing. If this is for you, amazing. Absolutely mazel tov. But for me, as I say, it's not of interest. Rooster says, cancelled my Jackson order after I ordered 5 capes from him and none were ready after 6 months. He told me the wait was 2 months, unreliable. Look forward to the pics with the other cape he got. Yeah, I'm looking forward to taking some photos with it. I keep debating how I want to display it because I feel like I want to use the ripped cowl, which I didn't think I'd want to do, but I feel like that's how I want to go. Iron Man at the discotheque. Love it. Yeah, I mean, European discotheque Iron Man. Easy skip for me. Yeah, I think an easy skip for a lot of people. Miss Batwoman says, oh no, an Iron Man figure. We never get enough Iron Man. He's so underrepresented. He really is. Collection Obsession says, I am an Iron Man collector and I don't want this Iron Man. Fair enough. Austin says, I'm a huge Iron Man fan, but not this. I'll stick with the original Hall of Armor Iron Man figures. I mean, the original Hall of Armor is pretty sweet. Said in the most sarcastic, eye-rolling voice, I would never have thought Hot Toys would make anyone anymore after Endgame. Yeah, well, I mean, they're going to remake them all with USB, and then they'll remake them all with something else. They'll find reasons. Are Hot Toys up to their 45th Iron Man yet? I think it has to be more than that. They have, when you're in Secret Base, you pretty much have a big cabinet and the main section is pretty much Tony Stark. The side has some Tony Stark predominantly. Yeah, one of my collection tours of Secret Base would show that. Mandalorian looks great. Look, we're not here to talk about factual things when it comes to the Star Wars. That's just not what this stream is about. Probably a highlight for me this week. In addition, and I'm not counting this as a spoiler, Helen had to do a double take when she was watching episode 1, and there was people speaking Greek. Tripped me out. That does not happen often, that you get the people speaking Greek. So that was nice. It was nice to be able to hear and understand without the subtitles. But we've got the teaser of Daredevil Born Again, season 2. Season 1's not out. That's a very Howard thing to do. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I was happy to see this teaser because, as I said, I like to know that it's coming. I did like how this suit looked on screen. But, I mean, if I'm honest, I still think the ultimate is the Walk of Shame Matt Murdock. That's the best Matt Murdock to have. I could honestly see Tony having this hovering in the middle of a party as his custom mirror ball. I mean, maybe. When is your unboxing? Imminently. Okay, now this Daredevil, I'm really excited for. This looks like the perfect first Daredevil figure for my collection. Oh, you don't have one? Yeah, as I said, I've been tempted by some, but I now have the She-Hulk one. And I do love that She-Hulk one. So I don't know. I'll watch an act is how I'm viewing it. And even when So Toys did the 2.0 of the, I think they call it Blind Vigilante, I was very tempted. But So is so slow, so I don't really know I want to drop another PO with them anytime soon. Austin says he loves the Daredevil show. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I liked episode 1. I'm keen to see where it goes. Keen to see the return of a certain badass female character, hopefully soon. I mean, Howie, if you're listening and you want to make a Jessica Jones, please do. Please do. Mike says Punisher has got to be coming too, which I'll pair with this. I mean, I can see a lot of people wanting a Punisher, like, surely. And I mean, he's getting his own, I don't know if it's a movie or just a one episode type thing. There is a Punisher thing coming to Disney Plus. So surely they're going to do another one. Surely at some point they've got to do a Kingpin, right? Someone needs to sell me a So Toys Freeze. Well, that's good luck. The Mr. Freeze, very hard to find. I was hunting for that. And 2 trips to Hong Kong, nothing. I've never seen it on the secondary market. But I think they're doing a reissue, aren't they? I'm pretty sure when Hot Toys announced their Mr. Freeze, that So reissued it, I think. But now I don't want it because I'm getting a Hot Toys one. I don't need Sofa Mr. Freeze. Would like to see the new cat body on this Daredevil figure because of the posability. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Austin says, I watched Batman Returns last night and from watching over again made me more appreciative of my figure. That's awesome. Mike says, I mean, you're right about the Punisher special, but I'm hoping for a clean-shaven Punisher look from the upcoming Spider-Man movie. Yeah, that everyone has spoiled the trailers. I don't watch trailers. I don't like when people spoil it. And I'm not saying this is not a thing of you, Mike, because literally I went on the internet and everyone was like posting, oh my God, Punisher. And I was like, who knows? Who knows? I want Arnie in his gown too. Fair enough. Like, it's a great figure. And as I say, I was hunting for it for a while. But the Hot Toys one is incredible. So, no, Mike, no, sorry. Like, it got, like, the trailer released and it pretty much instantly got spoiled. It's definitely not a dig at you. It's more a general comment of, I'm probably just a bit interesting because I don't watch the trailers, but also I hate when people will go, oh, this is not a spoiler, but this movie was incredible and I hope they make this figure. I'm like, that is totally a spoiler. It's totally a spoiler. It's fine. It's fine. Should we unbox Batman? Should we get rid of the newsy news? It's me. Hi. I haven't even taken it out of the shipper box, guys. Look. Minty fresh. I'll move the mic. Hopefully you can still hear me okay. I've got my booming Greek voice, so it's fine. It's fine. Let me move a few things around, make some space. I probably should have taken it out of the shipper, but I didn't. So, authentic unboxing to back. It's been a while since we've done this. What's the last, what would be the last figure I unboxed with you guys? Like, we did the Topo suits, but that's not quite the same. I can't even think because I got the figures in Hong Kong, but I didn't unbox them live. So, yeah, I don't know. Is it really bad that I don't remember? Probably. I want to say it was John Wick, but I don't think it was John Wick. Who knows? I'll try not to throw boxes this time, guys. 1% better every time. Ta-da! Got sticky tape. Yeah, I probably should have done this beforehand, so apologies. It is what it is. It's okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. Bit of ASMR, maybe. I don't know if you can hear the plastic. And it absolutely broke my heart because I saw all the boxes. There was none for sale. But again, not a bad thing because, you know, some of the early releases had the suit problem. So hopefully this one will have no problems. I just like the box is not as physically big as I was expecting it to, which is not a bad thing. I think the box is cool. It's like this is the logo's kind of raised and there's like a bit of texture to it. We've got like the bats and the little Gotham skyline. Got even a little bit of pattern down here. That's cool. I like it. But yeah, it's a nice art box. Very cool. I mean, also a shame because, I mean, I don't display them. Like, it's going to just go in a cupboard. But, yeah, I like it. And this feels very, like, textured. Like, this is kind of rough. And then this is all kind of smooth and glossy. Fancy. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's get off slipcover. And then they've done this to look a bit like the Batbolt. Sorry, all the reflections happening. Ring light, my monitor, me. Authentic unboxings, folks. This is what happens. All right. My idiosyncrasy is that I open the boxes from the bottom. I can't really tell you why. It's just what I do. It's just what I do. We got a lot to look at here. So I often wonder, like, whose job is it to do the little sticky tape bits? Like, is that the kids in the factory? They're doing that. So we've got a whole tray of accessories, and we'll look at them. We'll look at them a bit closer. And then we've got our main sort of clamshell that has the figure, the face plates, the ripped cow, the base. Very excited for the base. Very excited for the base. What is everyone saying? It's been a while since you unboxed anything. Well, I did the Topo suits, but yeah, a Hot Toys figure, it's definitely been a while. The box is nice to feel it. I did. It's very nice. This unboxing would be infinitely better if you ripped up the art box on this stream. I mean, I've thrown boxes. Does that not kind of count? Call me crazy, but I'm thinking about selling my 89 2.0 to get the returns 2.0 version. I mean, I will let you know after this. I'll let you know. We'll do the accessories first, shall we? Let's move Batsy for now. So, I mean, this has the upside of having the Keaton head sculpt, right? That's always going to be a bonus. I think the fact that you can display it as Batman or with the cowl, with the ripped cowl, with the head sculpt, which is a really nice head sculpt, I can get that. I think, I don't know if you got the deluxe or the standard, but I definitely feel like as much as I like the 89 2.0 diorama, it takes a lot of space. So this diorama is definitely a lot more collector friendly. So Batsy has a couple of hands on him. And then we've got 7 loose hands. So we've got just gloved, black hands here. Nice bit of detail. I'm not going to show you all the hands because you know what hands look like. We've got the standard little tool for adjusting the eyes. That's there. This is where, you know, I love the instructions, but little clip. I'm not 100% sure what that's for as yet. Then we've got the gadgets. Do I know what these are called? Absolutely not. But they look really nicely done. That metallic paint looks really vibrant. Got some texture detail on the handle here. I like it. Got one of his little batarangs there. It's nice. It's got some nice detail to it. That side's just plain there, and then this side's got the printed screen. Very cool. Got his grapple gun. As well, the metallic bits are very shiny and vibrant. I really like them. So I don't have the original. I'm guessing some of these may just be reuse of the same molds, which fair enough. Got this little detonator. It's got a little antenna-y bit and the light there, and then the light at the front. This is cool. We've got the little bat remote. Again, the silver looks super shiny and metallic. I love it. We got 2 of these. Again, I wish I knew the names but these things, but you know, guys, I don't study the things. What are they called? I don't know. 2 of them. And then I'm going to try not to mess these up. But we've got these sort of grappling lines. All of the metallic parts, as I say, super shiny and vibrant. And we've got a second one that looks pretty much the same to me. Looks pretty much the same to me there. So quite a few gadgets and accessories. And as I say, a bunch of hands to go with. Look, these suits aren't often the most posable, so I don't really know as yet if I will have him using any weapons. I've kept my Batman figures from the 89 to 97 line pretty museum posy, just for longevity and wanting to preserve the suits. So I'm just going to snap this back on. Do I have it the right way? Do I not have it the right way? No, that was the right way. Doing things on a stream is so fun. Sometimes I really question my life choices with the unboxings, but it gives us something to chat about. I mean, you know, it would have been nice if this arrived during the Chinese New Year lull where we had nothing to talk about, but that's okay. So accessories, as I say, beautiful, beautiful. What comments do we have? Austin prefers the returns. Fair enough. Are you able to face the camera down so we can see the box? I can. Do people want that? I did question that. But I've never... If that's the preferred thing, I can angle it down. Speak now. Okay, this is how I've always unboxed stuff. But if people want me to tilt the camera down, I can do that. Give me a quick yay or nay. Because as I said, I debated that at the start. But I was just like, I don't know. I didn't know how that would work. So do you guys want me to face the camera down? I have a new mount for my my camera, so I can do that. Okay, people seem to want overhead. All right, let's give this a whirl. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, that's how it went. Really well. Authentic unboxings. Funny, I did practice this and it worked fine. And now, of course, on the stream, it has collapsed on me. So that's fun. Is this what people wanted? Because I have a new mount for my phone. I use a phone for my camera. And it has a pivot. And yeah, the falling was fun. But let me know, is this is the view we want? You get the bonus of seeing it fall. Okay, so we're happy with this. So is this the format we would prefer for future unboxings? Okay, people seem to be happy. Amazing. All right, for future, I will do this. Hi, you can see me in a hoodie because it's cold. And other things and stuff. All right, so this is Batsy himself. I'm going to try to get to the base first. See how we go. Okay, so this layer is the cape. You guys already know I have a custom cape because Hot Toys capes are typically not the best. And it's interesting because I think the thing that annoyed me a bit about the cape I got from Jackson for the 89 is because it is a lot thinner, it felt like there was a bit of a gap between the shoulders of the cowl to the cape. So it will be interesting. So I think that's the one. Oh, these are the big extendable wings. Oh, wow. Okay. These I will never use. So these are the big extendable wings. Like we've seen that pose where people have him standing with the big extended wings. The material feels pretty nice. It doesn't feel too overly big and bulky. You've got this bit that kind of goes over the figure. But as I said, for me, I just think it takes way too much space in the display. This is something that I will won't use. Will not get used for me. Just trying to find the best way to show you guys stuff. As I said, I'm used to holding things up. But yeah, it's so wide. It doesn't even fit in the camera. So how was this folded up? Okay. I need to remember how this was done so I don't. Yeah, you got to be careful with how to place this back in the box because I could definitely see people unintentionally causing some damage because you've got these quite rigid bits here. You've then got a couple of attachment pieces. One's magnetic, one is not. I'm guessing they just flip in. Where are the instructions, man? I know a lot of you guys don't like instructions, but this is why I like instructions, because I don't like breaking stuff. I don't like breaking stuff. What does it say about this cape? Look, instructions. I know for many of you guys, you may not realize that it comes with instructions, but trust me, it does. And the instructions are your friends. What does it say about the cape here? Okay, so the magnet bit is what you have on the inside of the cape to connect it to the figure, and this bit clips on the outside is what I'm gathering. So that's cool. I didn't realize that was magnetic. That's always a treat. Doesn't tell me how I should be popping them into the box, but that's okay. I'll probably work that out later. So technically it's called the wingsuit. Nice. Okay. I don't know. Is anybody displaying it with the wingsuit? As I said, for me, like, the space is just takes up way too much landscape for me. Like, I don't know that it's worth it in my display to have the big wingsuit there. So yeah, I'm trying to, I don't remember how this was in. Or maybe it was one here, one there. This is really riveting. I'm going to get this out of the way and continue on with the unboxing, because I don't think anybody cares about watching Helen try to get the cape back into the box. So hopefully my next level here is the diorama's under the figure. Was not expecting that, kids. Was not expecting that. All right. Let's not put that there because that's going to fall. We'll put that here. I hope Shuri doesn't come and want to jump up on this desk, because that's going to be a problem. I love this diorama. I love that we get the two swap out pieces. So we've got the Max Shrek cat face. It's got really nice, like, it's very clearly plastic, but it's got a really nice texture to the paint. It's probably looking a bit light on the camera, but this is cool. And I even am tempted to use this for Catwoman, because I think using the Max Shrek head on the Catwoman would be quite fun. So option one is we've got the Max Shrek cat. And then would we call it like a gargoyle? I don't even really know what to call this shape. But once again, it's painted really nicely. It's got quite a bit of texture, detail to it. It's quite abstract looking, which is nice. And I love that the base is modular and you can pick. Oh, okay. So they've just got a mini little plastic bit here. This base is cool. I do love this base. Not a huge footprint, which is nice. Lots of detailing on that. Look at that. You know, it was Christmas and Batman Returns, you know, snow and the like. That has some really great detail into it. Both of these dioramas with both of these Batman 2.0 figures are really, really nice. So my guess is these just sit in there. Oh, super easy. So that's option one. It's a bit awkward with that more abstract. And I love how you get options with where you want to put the crotch grabber if you want to use it at all. So option one, very cool. I think this looks nice on its own. Like, if you didn't even want to use either of them, you don't have to. Like, I love that. You've got 3 different options. And I do love the Max Shrek cat face. I do think that's super cool. As I said, I don't know if they both fit, but it would be cool if you could put Catwoman and Penguin on here. I know with the Eternal Toys Penguin I have, that thing is huge, so I don't think it would fit with Catwoman. But yeah, I do think Catwoman on this base would be awesome. So yeah, I want to use this in my display. I'm not sure how yet, but I love that. You can also just use it like that. As I say, like I'm super impressed with all the painted detail on this. Pegs, you know what they are. We've got crotch grabber, you know what that is. What do we have here? I don't know what this part is. Oh, I think this is to cover the cutout for the yeah, it must be, of the base. So if you want to use whichever one you choose to use, they've then given you a bonus piece that you can plug into the display stand because it's got the same sort of painted detail. I don't really want to take it out of the plastic, so I'm not going to. But I like that. I like that. And I think it would have been nice if they gave you two, because then if you didn't want to have a display stand at all, I do like when they give you the option to cover up the holes for the crotch grabbers. Let me see what you guys are saying. There you go, Helen. Looks good. I'm assuming that's about the camera mount. It feels very weird, but if you guys are enjoying this view, I will use this for future unboxings, and I will try not to drop my camera next time. I'm using the extended back cape for deluxe for my display case pose. You must have pretty big cases then, Anthony. Not that we don't want to see your lovely face. We just want to see your hands grabbing stuff from the box. Yeah, fair play. As I said, I debated it before the stream, but it's an option now because, as I said, I got a new monitor tripod. Yeah, this new tripod that just sits on my monitor and it swivels. So I have this option now. The Keaton head is the best you'll find from anywhere. Yeah, I've seen it in person. It's amazing. Oh, thank you. There's a gazillion foam pieces and plastic pieces all around the suit. Careful around the belt. Yep. Everybody's telling me to be careful. I've heed many a warning about these, so I understand. Do you have any idea how you'll pose him, Helen? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, Keith. I originally was just going to have him pretty simple because I was going to have all 4 Batman figures pretty much with the cowls and pretty museum-y, but I love the sculpt. So I kind of want to use the cowl, the ripped cowl with the Keaton head sculpt. I don't know. I feel like when I have George, that'll help me decide how I go with them. That's called a grotesque. To be a gargoyle, it has to have a water spout. Oh, really? I did not know. It's a great base, same one that came with Comic Doom, but with a different gargoyle. Oh, right. That's cool. Punisher's here. Well, hello. I have the figure, such a great figure, but be careful when moving so you don't damage. Yeah. I have heeded this warning from many a person. So, as I say, display base, I absolutely love it. Think it looks so cool. I will try to just pop it back in for now. Make some space. My grotesque goes here. I think the Shrek. I do love this cat head. I think it's so cool. How does it go back in? I'm going to get to the good stuff now, guys. We've got the ripped cowl. I love it. Very jagged edges. And I know that might sound silly, but sometimes when you get battle damage stuff, it looks a bit too smooth and clean. Whereas this, I mean, I think you'd have to be super careful with it. Too much force might damage it, but very nice. Oh, even these are quite pointy, but yeah. Cool. So that's the bottom half. And then we've got, it's nice because you get the top half, so you can have him holding it. So again, looks really nice to me. Very jagged. I like it. Keith, the big question is going to be how I'm going to display him. I'm not sure. This is where I might have to hit up Cousin Anthony and Iron Logan for some inspo. I might have to do that. No, I'll do the faceplates first. So a couple of faceplates. This one's a little bit neutral, bit of an open mouth. Has anybody announced any faceplates for this? I wonder. And then we've got this one, much more open mouth. Quite a bit of depth in this. I know sometimes Hot Toys hasn't crushed the open mouth. Ant-Man says hi. But I feel like there's definitely a lot more depth, and even the teeth have a bit of a shininess to them, which I think is nice. They're not magnetic. They do just have, I should have shown that. They do just plug in, not magnetic. I think I'm fine with that. I don't have a massive problem with that. The Keaton head sculpt. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. Look at that. Look at that. It's so good. The eyes have such a shine to them, but just look at sculpted hair. Look how much detail they're getting into sculpted hair now. It's incredible. This is why you look at some third-party figures and even those caustic plastic figures. Like, I'm sorry, the sculpted hair just really lacked a lot of detail for a figure made in 2026. But seriously, this is a beautiful head sculpt. It's a beautiful head sculpt. I remember being in Hong Kong, seeing on Facebook that it was released. I was sick because I got sick in Hong Kong. I got on the subway and I was there when the woman that worked at Hot Toys was setting up the display. And I just took one look at this head sculpt and went, I just can't wait to get this. So, yeah, I'm super happy. I think the hairline's hidden pretty well. So, of course, we got the rolling eyes in there. Hopefully, the JazzInc Catwoman sculpt looks a bit like that as well. Magnetic. But I think the hairlines it's definitely concealed better than the Bruce Wayne, the Christian Bale ones, particularly on the side. I don't think it's all that noticeable. Like, I think you see it a little bit here, there, but on the sides, I think it's pretty well concealed. This sculpt is incredible, and this is why I saw this sculpt at Secret Base, and that's where I went, oh, I think I'm going to, I feel now like I want to use the ripped cowl look, whereas before I had in my mind that I would have bats with the cowl, and then I would use maybe this on like my Mr. W figure from Mars Toys. Like, I'd give him a glow up and give him a better head sculpt. I mean, that head sculpt is nice, but it feels a little bit pale to me. But now I've seen that sculpt and I'm like, how can I not display him with the sculpt? I don't know. But will you display him masked, unmasked, with the cape spread out, with the display stand, with the cat head? Okay, so masked or unmasked, I feel like I'm leaning towards unmasked. Cape spread out, absolutely not. Don't have the room for that. Display stand, I actually, I get custom display stands made. So I feel like for Batman, I'm probably going to use one of my custom stands. And I feel like I'm going to use this base for Catwoman behind him and use it as like a makeshift riser with the Max Shrek sculpt is what I'm thinking at the moment. The thing I need to factor in is that I am getting the 12th scale Batwing by JazzInc. So I don't know if my shelf will become 89 to 97 or just Burton, because that would give me more room. So there's a few subsequent decisions, but as far as my current cabinet, I definitely think custom display stand, swap out the cape for the Studio Kelly Litz one, and I'm feeling like it's the ripped cowl. Yeah, the Keaton sculpt is too good to go back in the box. I ordered multiple. Well, I mean, if you can find multiple, I've looked for it loose and have not seen it. Perfect 10, 1,000%. That head sculpt is great. Definitely needs a suit body for display. Yeah, there's, as I say, I've got the Mars Toys Mr. W. I saw Kento Studio has done a Batman Returns tuxedo, so that is an option as well. I also saw someone did the this feels weird to not have my face on the screen. Got the Topo Studios turtleneck suit, the grey suit with the black turtleneck, and put that sculpt on it, and that also looked incredible. So this is where I get a little bit torn, I should say, torn. If you decide to put that Keaton sculpt on the Mars Toys body, it's really going to pop. Yeah, and this is where I like, if I can find one loose, I will definitely pick it up because it would be great to have it on the Mr. W or on the turtleneck and the suit. Rip cowl display looks great too. I love it when there's too many options, right, Anthony? This is where, as I say, I might defer to cousin Anthony and Iron Logan for a little bit of inspo. Oh, Austin, I know. I've seen the head sculpt in person. I've known for a long time. I have multiple Keaton heads, 5 so far. Is that 5 different or 5 of this? Yeah, I can see what you guys mean about lots of foam on the bat. Let's get to the main event, shall we? Let's see how we. Yeah, there's so much foam. My goodness. It's one of those deals where the cape is fed through the slot. But yeah, like foam. So much foam and plastic. So much foam. No plastic around the boots, though. That's interesting. We got plastic here. We got some foam between the cowl and the body. Wow, we've got foam in the armpits. That's fine. I'm used to that. God, even the back. Okay, foam between the... I don't know why that foam was there. What is this foam? Are you going to just pull up nicely? No. It's got like a bib of foam. Okay, guys. I've got to connect this back on. Always a treat. Yeah, my first impression is this cape feels really thick. Let me try to move this a little bit. This cape material, yeah, I'm glad I have a soft back cape. Like, aesthetically, it looks really nice. Like, I like the texture of it. I like the feel of it. But this just feels very thick and clunky, and I can feel they've got some wires. Like, there's definitely wires on the side here. Like, you can definitely see it's holding. There's a wire here. There's a wire there. There must be... Is there another wire? Okay. The wires are very much on the edges. It just feels very just big and bulky. I'm not especially loving that. Oh, wow. They've even got foam around the gauntlets. Okay. And yeah, okay. They're pretty sharp. I can understand that. Oh, God. There's plastic around the utility belt and foam around the utility belt. Okay. Let me try to get the plastic off the utility belt. Some obvious sticky tape would be handy, Hot Toys. Okay, there's like a round dot. You know what? Your girl's just going to cut it with some scissors. It's fine. It's fine. It's a bit of plastic. Look, I'm happy to report my suit looks pretty good. I'm going to leave the foam under the utility belt for now just because I am handling it and I'm holding it in different positions given we've gone overhead. I'm just going to take the plastic off that's between the gauntlets and the hands. Connecting hands, always fun, always a treat. It's something I hate doing on screen, but that's fine. It's fine. Yeah, those gauntlets are super sharp. Like, I can see why they put foam on them. So I think particularly if you're using a thinner cape, you probably want to be really mindful of not trying to catch the material on them, because I could totally see them jagging. Look at that. They're plastic, but they feel super sharp. I'm trying to work out the best way. Yeah, this cape's got to go. Batman's here. My suit looks good. I'm not noticing any issues with the suit. As I said, I'm just going to keep the foam on this for now, because you guys have talked about the utility belt. The paint application on the belt looks nice to me. I feel like there was some people that had issues with the belt. And can I remember what that was? No, not really. But mine, I think, is looking okay. So say the suit is looking pretty good. This cape is way too bulky. Way too bulky. You've got the gauntlets, as I say, super sharp. Get the cowl looks really nice. As I say, I'm just trying to work out the best way to show him to you guys from this angle. I know someone was talking about the eye cutouts. I don't really have a problem with them. I think this looks cool, and that's normally my barometer for a figure. Does it look cool? Am I happy with it? Yeah, I am. I don't tend to study the outfits as much as some people do. Does that make me less of a nerd? Maybe. But yeah, my suit is looking pretty good to me, I have to say. So that's, as I say, that's one of the things I like about getting a later batch figure, is that you sometimes where there are those issues, they get rectified. I think of like the 2.0 Batman Begins, the shiny suit issue. When you got the later batch, it wasn't an issue at all. So as I say, suit, figure, it's looking really, really nice. Let's see. I'm not expecting him to be all that poseable. Let's yeah, this rubber suit's gonna, sorry, it's it. I'm trying to work it out. So these are definitely some ratchets. It's okay. I'm kind of impressed at how much he can, definitely getting a bit of fight back going too high. But look, you can, this may not be a useful angle. I don't know. It's holding it, which is good over time. Will they weaken? I don't know. But yeah, look, I can definitely hear the clicks of ratchets. So that's always nice. These gauntlets do worry me a little bit. Okay. The elbows don't feel like they're ratcheted, but I would worry because I can just see the way the suit like bunches up here. I don't overly pose these because I worry about the suit sticking on itself and things crumpling. So yeah, I do tend to go a bit more museum with my Batman figures. Is this a better angle? I don't even know. Yeah, a little bit of movement here, but again, I try not to risk it with these suits. So I'm going to be very museum-y with mine. Quite a bit of knee bend. Quite a bit of knee bend there. Not the best angle. Learning as we go. This cape doesn't help. But again, I get super conservative with these kind of suits. Like I've got the Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, and yeah, I don't plan to do anything crazy with them because I want them to last in my collection as long as they can. But overall, my copy looks like a good copy. I'm super happy with it. As I said, I feel like the ripped cowl is probably the way I'm going to go. this cape is not amazing. Do you guys want me to show you the Kelly Litz cape on it? Is that something people want to see? Let me find my mouse. Where am I? Punisher says there's way too much material on the cape. That's why I got a custom one. Yeah, I pre-ordered the custom one, knowing that the Hot Toys one probably needs to be swapped out. And it's interesting because with the Riser's Armory Christian Bale Batman, I actually thought they did a decent job of that cape. Big Rib says, I had big issues with mine. Suit started peeling and cracking right out of the box. Oh no. Sideshow sent me a replacement body after I showed proof I destroyed the original. Yeah, I've heard that they make you show proof of damage. So yeah, I'm not surprised to hear that. But I'm glad you got a replacement. Hopefully the replacement one's okay. Costa's here. Good suit. Yay. Yeah. Relief. Very, very happy. Austin saying that it's good. No issues. My utility belt is perfect. I have 2 new Batman Returns figures and love them. So, oh, that's awesome. Be careful. My suit looks good, but only started seeing issues after slightly moving arms and legs. Yeah, I don't plan to move him around a lot. I kind of just feel like I want to swap out the cape. I want to put the ripped cowl, and then he's going to be pretty much museum pose, I feel. Yeah, Austin's the same museum pose. I think it's the best way to go. Okay, I think people want to see the cape. All right, let's get the cape. This is probably not going to be the best view. Sorry, I'm popping him there for now because those gauntlets are sharp. So as I said, Studio Kelly Litz. I bought mine from 1/6 Kit. I don't know where else you can buy these from. As I said, I got mine from Kit. I feel like I got it a couple of months ago. I feel like I got it back in January. So I've been waiting to get this figure to then have the cape on it. So let's chuck that there. So straight off the bat, the material, I'm running out of room, kids. I might just pop this on the ground. Foam goes flying. Straight off the bat, the material feels very light. I like the look of it. It has the texture feels a bit similar to the Hot Toys one. The material, though, feels much thinner. This is just a drape cape, so there's no wires, and then there's just a simple little bit of elastic that's here. So let's give Bats a glow up. Let's swap this out. So off you go. Bye-bye, cape. I don't love these neck connectors. He does have posable eyes. Good to know. So then install is super simple. Pop the head off. I like when the capes have that little bit of elastic. I can't remember if the Jackson one for the 89 did or didn't. I feel like it didn't, and I feel like that was something that kind of annoyed me. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's interesting because this one has the same thing where because the fabric is thinner, you end up with a little bit of a gap. I don't know if I'm showing this well. Probably not. What's the best angle? You get a little bit of a gap. So it's that kind of, there we go. See that? It was the same with the Jackson cape with the 89. Because the Hot Toys fabric is so thick, like swapping it out is aesthetically nicer, but you do need to consider like the position of the cowl and the angle of which it's posed so you're not noticing that gap there. So typically they say to kind of line up the pleats of the cape with the points on the cowl. Is that right? I definitely feel like it's draping a lot better. There's definitely a lot less fabric. It's hard to... Overhead is tricky, guys. I'm not going to lie. Overhead's kind of tricky. It definitely is draping a lot nicer. It's definitely much lighter material. As I said, I think you could even, if you wanted, I know some people like to do a bit of a over the shoulder, but yeah, it has a nice feel to it. It's really nice. I will be sticking with this Kelly Litz cape. It was quite a bit cheaper than the Jackson one as well. That's always nice. We like that. And then, as I say, you can line it up to the pleats. You can do what you want. But for me, I feel like it's definitely a lot thinner and less bulky than the Hot Toys one. So I'm pretty happy with this Kelly Litz cape. And it's interesting because, as I said, I noticed the gap at the back with the Jackson one. So I think it's just positioning the cowl to make it aesthetically look how you like. So that's the thing with both capes. So I think there's similarities between the two. As I said, this was at a cheaper price point. It was delivered pretty quick, and I can't remember if Kit still has these in stock or not. But yeah, I definitely feel like custom cape is a good decision. Let me see if I can tilt this camera up without dropping it again. But yeah, I'm really liking this, guys. I'm really liking Batsy. Custom cape. It's looking good. I'm going to, again, try to bring this up without dropping my camera. Because that was fun. That was fun, dropping my camera for everyone to see. It's okay because it's my work phone. So did I mind that I dropped it? Probably not. I feel like my camera's not 100% straight now. It's probably not. That's fine. Oh, well. It's me. Hi. He's beautiful. Studio Kelly Litz cape, man. I'm really liking it. But seriously, this looks amazing. I'm so happy with this. My suit's okay. This is hard because even now I'm looking at it on screen with the cowl. I'm like, this looks good too. I feel so torn with what to do. I feel like I'm probably going to have to display both ways and then see which one I like. Because I said there's a part of me that goes, do I want the uniformity of all the Batmen on the shelf with the cowl? But that head sculpt, the ripped cowl, what a dilemma to have. This is a beautiful dilemma. I have to say, I think the faceplate on the returns is better than what we got with the 89. Honestly, the 89, I did get the Jackson Ju. I upgraded. This one, I feel like I'm very happy with this out the box. Like, I don't know that I feel any need to upgrade. I definitely love the custom cape. I'm very happy with the custom cape. Let me turn this around and hope I don't drop Mr. Batsy. Drapes beautifully. Very nice, thin fabric. And I think has that sort of texture to it that you expect from a Keaton Batman cape. Howie, how can you not then give us Catwoman and Penguin after giving us this guy? I'm just trying to see if I have any risers handy. Sadly, I don't, but he looks so good. He looks so good. Look at him. Look at him. It's lovely. So happy. Definitely custom cape, guys. Definitely custom cape. I got boxes everywhere. I got so much happening. But let me know whether you're watching on live or on the replay, did you prefer the unboxing with the overhead view? Because if that's what you prefer in future, I can do that. I can accommodate. I'm a stream of the people. I will do what you ask me to do. Where am I up to? Oh, Helen, what did we decide? Am I selling my 89 for the returns? Okay, so Keith, will you only have one Keaton Batman? That's this camera's not great. I don't know if that's better or worse. This is going to bug me because it fell and it moved, and part of the reason I got this tripod was that my camera never felt. I think, yeah, if you have one, I think it becomes a different conversation. But also, which suit do you prefer? Because if I'm honest with you, I prefer the aesthetic of the 89 suit where it looks like human abs. That might sound weird. Whereas this has the more, like, that's not normal abs. So for me, aesthetically, I'm like, I liked the 89 suit better. If I was having one Keaton Batman in my display and that was just one, I think the returns is hard to look past. Like the diorama base, like as I say, I love that, but it is a question of space. I think the diorama you're getting for this 3 display options, space friendly. The Keaton sculpt is incredible. You've got the ripped cowl, so you've got more display options. It's hard. As I say, I don't know if you have an attachment to a particular suit or not. Like, would that bother you of real abs versus the, I don't even know what you call these, like pretend abs? And as well, like I know, as I said, I didn't think the suit texture on the 89 was as bad as what people made out. It's definitely more pronounced than the DX9. This obviously doesn't have that issue. Like, it's very smooth. It's very sleek. Like, I think there's pros and cons to both. I think if you were just going to have one and you wanted to have a Keaton head sculpt, I think this is there. Oh, that's not for me. Big Rube says, tried to destroy the original Vority very carefully, so I was able to put it back together or not. Sideshow sent me the replacement body. Now I have 2. People, and you know what's funny? I wonder with AI if you could take a picture of it and then get the AI to make it look damaged. Like, is that a thing? Like, are they then going to start asking for videos because you can AI it? But I can understand that. Like, if I had to destroy something, I would be like, yeah, how can I do it in a way that I can keep it? So if you've done that, like, amazing. Like, well done to you. You know what? Like, that can have some applause. Well done, you. I'm just trying to think of a way I can have Batsy showing. Can we improvise? No, that's not tall enough. Is that tall enough? Batsy's in the house. Where can I put this? He's a beautiful man. Let's have Batsy up with Helen. Okay, people are saying they prefer the overhead view to the unboxing. Okay, that's what we'll do in the future. As I said, I've got this new tripod-y thing that can tilt and whatnot. So, okay, if that's what you guys prefer, that's what we will do in the future, because I've got Captain America stripe suit coming. I've got George and Chris coming. We've got a few things coming. So there'll be a few unboxings soon, I hope. So, yeah, okay. Oh, Andreas says, hello, happy Friday to my Tim Tam dealer. Appreciate the $2 super chat. Utongan, I guess is the username, was the winner of the Tim Tam giveaway that we did when was it for the 4,000 subscribers? And can vouch for the fact I picked the Tim Tams, I posted the Tim Tams, enjoyed the Tim Tams. So I think that's what I'm going to do when I hit 5,000 subscribers, which is not coming anytime soon. Sorry, guys. I think I'll do a Tim Tam giveaway, because I know when people do figures, some people don't always like the figure. That's not, it's not something they collect. Whereas Tim Tams are like a joyous gift that anyone can enjoy. They're even gluten-free now. Like, what a time we live in. So it's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, that's not for me. Helen, where can sweater Bruce Wayne suit be purchased? Okay, So the suit I referred to, the one I have a version of is an older Topo suit. I want to say it was the TP008. It was a suit that they did for sort of Chapter 1 John Wick, and I bought that one. Hot Toys is now doing Chapter 1 John Wick. So I thought to myself, potentially that might be a look I could rock for Bruce Wayne. So rather than having him in the tux, is that an alternate, like the charcoal grey suit with the black turtleneck? So I know someone else did that suit for John Wick as well. I'm trying to remember who. Was it Present Toys? Was it 11? Like, as I say, that John Wick style suit that was done, and again, it was a few years ago. I think alternatively, you could potentially get a turtleneck from eBay. I know I got a turtleneck for my Captain Cold from eBay, just a plain black turtleneck. And then if you just buy a suit, like I'm trying to think what the brand is, Pop Toys, like a Pop Toys suit from someone, like a charcoal grey, you could probably mix and match the parts together. But I'm trying to remember who I saw post that picture. But when I saw it, I was like, okay, that's a cool look for a civilian Bruce Wayne. I really liked it. So, but as I said, I think for me, it's dependent on, can I get another head sculpt? Because I do feel like, as awesome as the cowl is, I'm like, maybe I want the ripped cowl. It's nice to have too many options. I definitely agree. Too many options. What a time to be alive. Guys, he looks amazing. Batman Returns. Ready to join the collection. I just need the George Clooney, and then I will have all 4 of my 89 to 97 Batman. This shelf is going to be pretty crowded soon. I'm not mad about it. But as I say, eventually I want to move these figures where the Avengers are, so I'll have a lot more space to play with. But I also, I got some changes planned to the collection room. So next weekend is, I say not my Easter because it's not my Easter next weekend. So I actually want to try to do a collection tour to show the room in the current state before I start moving stuff around and making some changes. So that is my plan. So we'll definitely stream next Friday, Good Friday. Hopefully it'll be a Good Friday because Howie has given us a bunch of stuff. Wouldn't that be a treat? So I'll definitely be back next Friday, but my goal is to try and film a collection tour. And I don't know how big an undertaking that is or isn't. Like, I'm guessing it's going to be a bit like doing the secret base tours. It's quite involved. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to do that. And then some changes will be happening to collection, which I'm excited about because I'll finally have a big space for my World of John Wick display because I've got a lot of John Wicks and I want to be able to display them together nicely. Helen, I know it's been a minute, but any reunion with Bretta and Christian, have you heard from them? I've always said I would totally be down for a reunion. I'd totally be down for Collectors Unite. I've not really heard from Joao in a long time. I don't know that anyone really has. He posted a review not that long ago, and I had hoped maybe he would reemerge, but he hasn't. So as I said, I miss the guys. I really enjoyed streaming with them and chatting to them. Like, I was pretty much chatting to them every day. So I hope they're both well. I hope they both come back to YouTube land because I really enjoyed the different perspectives, like having people in China, Korea. They bring such different views to collecting, and I really enjoyed being able to compare my experience with them. So as I say, hopefully I would love to stream again with them. I was worried. Thank goodness you're still on, Helen. That annoying thing keeps interrupting my viewing. You've heard of it, something called work. I'll catch the replay, but have a great weekend. When I saw interrupting, I was worried because of the weather. I was worried the stream was cutting out. So all good, Mike. I hope you enjoy the replay. So Helen, do you keep bugging Monkey Depot about it because they have a supply of figures every week? I check Monkey Depot. I check Toy Anxiety. Toy Anxiety's just become like the Hunger Games. I have checked. I look on them for things now and then, but the other thing that gets me is postage to Australia, because sometimes you look at the cost and the exchange rate and you're like, I should just buy another figure for that price. So collection tour, you say awesome, can't wait. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best. Where am I up to? Oh, Monkey Depot said they're getting more. Okay, I'll keep an eye out, because Monkey Depot was where I got lucky with the John Wick Chapter 4 head sculpt. So, Keith, if you're watching, shout out to you, because you gave me the heads up, and I will always appreciate that. Tremble Dust is here. Hey, people, hello to you. I'm going to be wrapping up very soon, but hello. Batman Returns, custom cape, because this Hot Toys thing is just a big, bulky bag of no. Mitchell Lawrence is here, passing through to show your live some collecting community love on a Friday. I appreciate you. I had more than 50 people here. Hopefully, if you've been here and if you've enjoyed the stream, you've dropped me a like. If not, maybe drop me a like now. I'd appreciate it. We saw Shuri's tail. What a treat. I'm glad you decided to continue your stream. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, the stream kind of started because Christian Joao just kind of weren't available, and people were asking me about the stream, and I just went, I remember I'd gotten Mantis, so I thought, oh, I'll just jump on and unbox Mantis, and then my original plan was just to do live unboxings when I got stuff, but then people were like, next week stream, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe, and then it's kind of evolved to what it is now. But as I said, I if Collectors Unite was to come back, I'd have no problem with that. So you have to see, life happens sometimes. You know, people jump in and out of YouTube, and I know sometimes being consistent can be a bit hard. Sometimes you just don't feel like it. But I mean, you know, as I say, it's the ups and downs. But I try to do my best to keep Fridays alive. Always drop you a like. Thank you, Mitchell. Appreciate you. It's interesting to see how many people watch versus how many people like and comment. It is interesting. Yeah, I saw some parts on Monkey Depot, Austin. I did check a couple times. But yeah, it's good to know that more's coming. I'll keep checking. Tremble Dust is saying, oh, custom case. Sorry for hopping on late. Great to see you streaming as always. Not a problem. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. Han Figures is there. Hello. What figure or display are you most proud of? Oh. I feel like a few of my displays are a work in progress. I'm just going to move Batsy, sadly, for a moment. Because if I'm talking about displays overall, I'm going to move. Let me hide this as well. I'm liking the vehicle display. I really like my vehicle shelves, and I feel like when I can move the 89 to 97 figures in there, this will be a display that I'll be really happy about. But then I kind of like all of them. I mean, some of them are a work in progress, like the A-Force I like my Avengers I like as well. So I've slowly tried to get the displays the way I like them over time. But yeah, I think the vehicles are the ones that I probably like the most, because I like that I have not just the vehicle, but a bit of a diorama piece. I then have the figures. So yeah, I probably the vehicle displays. Oh, that's so kind. Collectors Unite reunion, make it happen. $2 super chat. I appreciate it. I will try. All I can do is try, right? But thank you for the $2 super chat. Everyone's been super kind today. I've had super chats. I think I've had 3 new channel members join, so I really appreciate it, guys. It may sound silly, but sometimes those little things are little bits of encouragement that kind of go, okay, people like value what you do, and I'll keep going. So yeah. Ramstein fan says, yeah, I'm glad you kept going. Your streams are always fun, and it's great to see Shuri at times. And your collection has gotten very impressive. Keep up the great job. Thank you. Appreciate it. I mean, I hope Shuri would have walked across, but she's, I don't know, she's getting a bit shy in her older age, maybe. For me, my little Midnight Suns display with Doctor Strange, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Ghost Rider, Moon Knight, and So Blade. Oh, cool. That's the display you're most proud of. Nice. Austin says, great conversation as always, Helen. This makes my Friday very enjoyable. Plus, I look forward to it. Thank you. That's super kind. Tremble Dust says, second favorite display is S.H.I.E.L.D., military-related figures, and then Black Panther display with Shuri, T'Chaka, Killmonger, and Throne. That original Shuri, she's old but gold. I have contemplated a Black Panther display, but I don't have space. And once I make these room changes, maybe I'll have space. I also think that Killmonger figure is pretty freaking impressive. Your middle cabinet looks sick. If it was me, I'd place the top with DC, though, but it still looks great. That is the plan, high on figures. So I have decided what I'm going to do. And my plan is Avengers will move. This cabinet is actually going to move to that part of the room. I want to make another cabinet that is the same height as my glass cabinets. And the Avengers will be there, but then my 89 to 97 will go in there. So it will be a fully Batman cabinet. So that is definitely the plan. As I say, I did a lot of umming and ahhing, but I feel like I've landed on what I want to do. So that's why I want to do the collection tour with the room as it currently is. And then you guys will probably notice a few changes in the background as I do the stream. So, yeah, I definitely, Avengers are moving, but I still want to make sure they've got enough space because I really like the way that shelf is set up. Thank you, Hawk. Hit the like button and subscribe and watch the magic. I mean, we appreciate it. Free for you and means a lot for me. Collection Obsession. Thank you, Helen. Your show is always a great beginning to my weekend. Thank you. I appreciate that. The plan sounds great. The fun in collecting is the work in progress display. Yeah, and I'm really excited because I will have room for my current collections that are kind of dotted around all the figures I don't have in my display, but I will also have a little bit of room to grow. So that's always a good thing. Helen, do you have the Flash Keaton figure? If you put both head sculpts side by side, it's incredible to look at. I don't. I have debated it at times, and I even debated getting the modern suit to put the young Keaton sculpt on. I just don't know how I would fit that into my display. So it's definitely one I've considered, but I don't know that I'm going to get it. We'll see. We'll see. Well, we did crack for 2 hours. It's Saturday. Happy Saturday to me. Guys, in summary, once again, Batman Returns incredible. Custom cape, I think, is definitely a need for this one. And I've learnt today that overhead is a winner. So, as I say, future unboxings, I will tilt the camera down. I'll try not to drop it. I forget it's not fixed. It's kind of just sitting on top of the monitor. But appreciate you guys coming to hang out. I'll be back next Friday, same time, same place. Hopefully Howie makes it a good Friday for us with some releases that are not Fractal Iron Man figures. That would be a delight. Thanks, Helen. Have a good one. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate you joining. Okay, take care, Helen. Have a great weekend. You too, guys. As I say, we've got some heavy rain and crazy weather coming, so fingers crossed that doesn't impact my little house too much. We'll see. Or little Shuri and her ability to patrol. But as I say, I'll be back same time, same place. I hope you all have a safe and happy weekend, and I will see you again very soon.